Hello everyone, this is Gianne and welcome to What We Don't Ask, Career Questions Women Should Start Asking. This is an exclusive series in collaboration with LinkedIn, the world's largest professional network, and Bonito, Southeast Asia's leading women's wear brand. In this series, we'll dive into the persistent confidence gap between men and women in the workplace, and with the help of LinkedIn trusted industry expert, we'll uncover real stories, honest truth, and share practical ways women can reclaim their voice, confidence, and self-worth at work. Behind every woman is often another woman who championed her, mentored her, or simply believed in her. But mentorship doesn't always happen by chance. Sometimes you have to ask for it. In this episode, we dive deep into the power of women supporting women. And our trusted expert for today will share how mentorship shaped her own career, why asking for guidance isn't a weakness, but a strength, and how we can all play a role in lifting the next generation. Whether you're looking for a mentor, want to become one, or just need the courage to start the conversation, this episode is your sign to reach out, speak up, and build together. And today, I'm very excited to be joined by Sylvia Friedman. Thank you.
It's great to be here.
Sylvia is a best-selling Penguin Random House author, inspirational speaker, digital TV host, and advisor to ultra-high net worth families. She's ranked as the #1 top voice in Hong Kong. An accomplished author, Sylvia has written 6 books, including her latest, Fullest, A Guide to Freedom and Fulfilling Your Fullest Potential. Thank you so much for being here, Sylvia.
Thank you for the great intro. Who is that person?
So before we dive in, I'd like to start the conversation with a little quick fire round. So just think of this as a warm-up, short reflective questions that reviews mentors, lessons, and moments that shaped you. So just answer first thing that comes up with your mind, okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, the first question, if you could pick any woman, living or not, as a mentor, who would it be?
Mother Teresa.
Okay, I love that. And second one, are you more of a tough love mentor or a cheerleader mentor?
Both, but I lean towards tough love.
Okay. And the last one, if you could mentor your younger self in one sentence, what would you say?
Love yourself, embrace yourself, and be kind.
Be kind. I love that. Thank you so much. It was a great warm-up. Okay, now let's dig into a little deeper. To start, what motivated you to seek out your mentor before? So were there like a particular moment or experience that made you realize how valuable to have a mentor?
Well, my mother was my first mentor, and not all parents are mentors. Over the years, I was just hungry to learn from those who were more experienced and very successful, especially women who blazed a trail, who were trailblazers. And in my early 20s, I asked Connie Kang. She was the first Asian American to work for a major media company in the United States. And I emailed her, and she was speaking at a venue in Vancouver at the time. And I asked her, can I take you out for lunch? And we had the most amazing conversation at that lunch, and we kept in touch even for over 20 years. Having that experience with Connie Kang and with other women gave me the confidence to ask women that I thought were unreachable. And I would ask them boldly, hey, do you have time for a quick coffee?
Wow, so happy to hear that. And so lucky of you to have your mother to mentor you in the beginning. And so what are some of the most valuable lessons that you have learned from mentoring emerging female leaders around the world?
So I began mentoring at 19 years old because I was a youth director at a church, and there were many at-risk kids there whose parents were having trouble and divorcing. And even though I wasn't that much older than them, I learned the power of a listening ear. There's a saying, a quote that I abide by, and it goes, people don't care about what you know, until they know that you care. And so mentoring at that age, because I didn't know what the heck I was doing, and I was only 19, and I just showed up and cared, and I listened. I drove some of the youth. I picked them up, drove them home every Friday night, and it was such an enriching experience. I grew more than they did. Almost everyone, even if they seem like they're at the top of their game and they're so successful, everyone struggles with confidence or insecurity at times. No one is immune because we should be taking on the challenges and the jobs and the projects that scare us. We shouldn't be languishing in our comfort zone in our career at all. And a good mentor will kick you in the butt and say, hey, you're too comfortable, get out of your comfort zone. And another thing that I've learned from walking with many women over the years, younger women, women my age, and even some older women, is that it's so important to be kind. Kindness is powerful because when you are kind in the workforce, it is not a weakness because that kindness will come back to you. We do reap what we sow.
Wow, I love it so much, especially the part you talk about kindness. I always agree that kindness is a choice. And while you start at 19, that's a really young age. And you've just mentioned you've also been coaching a lot of young people. I wonder, what advice would you give to a younger woman who are hesitant to seek out for mentorship support because maybe they've never been in that place before?
So I think a lot of young people may not realize that there are more experienced professionals who are willing to give them 15 minutes of their time, or even having coffee. So I think that the realization that yes, you can actually ask someone you don't know for advice is something that we don't learn in school. Especially when you're starting out in your career, that hey, you can get advice, so you don't have to struggle, right? Yeah. And that's partly what motivates me. If you want to seek mentorship, you must have an open mind. It's a two-way street, right? And as a mentor, I learned the most. I think I learned more from my mentees than the mentees learn from me.
I feel like it's not really a very common practice, especially in Hong Kong, to have a mentor. So I'm very keen to learn more and also ask on behalf of all the young generations out there that might consider mentoring. But why do you think there are many women actually are quite reluctant to ask for mentorship or simply ask for support?
So I think there is that intimidation factor, and also the lack of knowledge that yes, you can ask someone to do a coffee, and then the third thing might be confidence. They may not feel oh, who am I? The imposter syndrome. Why would this person...
Fear of rejection.
Right? Fear of rejection. Why would this person invest in little old me? But why not? Be bold. Be bold.
But how can we identify, how do we know if this person is going to be a good mentor for me, a good fit for me?
So I would do research, and if you're in a particular field, and you can look on LinkedIn, who else is out there, and you look at their body of work and do your due diligence and see if what they're working on, their experiences, what they're writing about, does it align with where you want to go, right? Is this person where they're at what you aspire to do and where you want to go? And so if you do the research, that's a big step. And sometimes we don't know until we sit down and speak with someone, right? So yes, we can see what they do on the platform, on LinkedIn, or we see their website. But sometimes you just have to have a conversation and get to know someone and see if they're busy. And then you take it from there. And if it's a really big decision that's going to affect your career and life, it's important to have what a friend calls a congress of support, a group of people with different skills and backgrounds. You go to them and you ask them, what do you think of this decision? So you have like a community or a tribe or a family making decisions together, discerning, but at the end of the day, you have to be the one to make that decision. You can't depend on what other people are saying.
So reach out, do your due diligence, start with a coffee chat, be open-minded. I love that. I'm learning a lot from you. And what would you say like to women listening right now who feels a little bit lonely on their career journey?
Right. You're not alone, and there are dozens, if not hundreds of women who feel the same way as you. Reach out, find your tribe. I would also add, love yourself, accept yourself, and know who you are. Knowing your identity is a superpower. It's a game changer. When you know who you are, you will not be comparing yourself to other people, other women. You will be strong and secure in your work. And this is key, because if you know who you are, you can endure anything. And when you overcome a challenge and you don't run from it and you don't quit, that will give you the grit and the strength, the inner strength and fortitude that you need to succeed. Because when you want to be a success, there's gonna be hurdles. There's gonna be people who don't want you to succeed, and having that inner strength and that inner knowledge and security in who you are, that is what's gonna propel you to reach all of your goals.
You know, there's a saying where people say when you hit rock bottom, you can't go lower. You just gotta pick yourself up, and that's where you gain your strength. I love that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like from a perspective of a mentor, what advice would you give to a woman? Because you just mentioned like your bubblegum pink blazer. So what would you give to a woman like an advice on clothing, like using clothing as a tool to help them to regain like confidence?
Absolutely. All my life, I have practiced dressing well and also dressing for the role that I want. So before I became a TV host and a news anchor, I actually wore blazers, much like this one from Love Bonito. I wore blazers and skirts. I dressed like a TV anchor. And I really felt like when I dressed the part, it gave me this inner confidence. And I believe in it. I believe in looking your sharpest. And especially for client meetings, I believe when you dress beautifully, tastefully, it gives you that inner glow and joy, I feel, you know, and our clothing reflects who we are. It's part of our outward identity or personal brand. Just on a side note, and I wasn't prompted to say this, but I love the fit and the fabric of Love Bonito. It fits my Asian frame, and I don't have to tailor it. All my other clothes and brands, I have to get it tailored. And with Love Bonito, it just fit perfectly. I couldn't believe it. And I love it. And I love, the silhouettes and the styles that go from daytime to evening. And so I highly, highly recommend that women dress beautifully in a way that brings out your best features. And when we do dress for success, it really is a confidence booster. And also it leaves an impression on others that if you're well-groomed and you're tastefully dressed in an elegant way with good colors, that all, works towards your personal brand.
Agreed.
But yeah, I do believe that clothes can really uplift and give us inspiration as well.
Thank you so much. And you also really inspired me a lot today. Thank you so much for being
here. And likewise, now is the time for women to rise up.
Thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much, Sylvia. It's an honor to be here today and listen to all the great inspirational stories. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you next time.